Okay, I'm going to start off right away. I know nobody's in here yet, but I'm going to just kind of give a disclaimer here in case I forget to post it below. I'm going to be doing energy therapy tonight. So I just want to let you know that this is a natural method. Energy balancing is not meant to be a substitute for medical, psychological diagnosis or treatment. Energy practitioners do not diagnose conditions and they do not perform medical treatment. So they do not prescribe substances or interfere with treatment of a licensed medical professional. So those therapies are meant to complement medical treatment. So having said that, I am going to just chillax here a bit with some energy. So if you're in, say hi, or just sit and watch. I actually was thinking I was not going to bring out the cards today, but they said that we could use some cards as footnotes to what may happen here. So I'm going to kind of work with the cards here a little bit until people start rolling in. And if you guys are so inclined, good evening, Malia. Hope I pronounced that right. How's it going? I'm in this evening to do some energy work. So if anybody's needing any mood boosters, that kind of thing, I'm going to see if I can work with my energies to help people gain some energy. I'm fine as well, mellowing right out here. So I'm just going to shuffle. I do have some decks here. But again, I was pushed by the energies to send out some healing vibes, right? To people who might be coming in here or be attracted to come in here. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm starting to heat up already. Just trying to vibe out from my day. And gonna see if I can drum up some energy here for everybody in the room. So I'll give it a few minutes. Malia, would you like some cards? Because I've got some I'm saying high frequency, but I've got some spirituality cards here having to do with healing and blocks. So I'll see if I can pick a few. I'll get you to pick. I have a dragon deck that gives you guidance energetically. I have a love deck that I'm shuffling. I have an animal deck. And just a general spiritual deck and a block surrender your power of surrender deck. So out of those, you pick. Because they're going, yeah, let her pick. So whatever you want. There's a power of surrender deck. And that helps unlock your blocks. Anything that might be blocking you should come up. And then there's the conscious spirit deck. Kind of brings things to light. The animal deck. This is very pretty and general, grounded earth stuff. And the dragon deck, which is this. So you can pick any one of those. Oops. And I'll give you one card and then we'll go off that. How's that? Thinking the animal deck here. Might have lost her. I'm going to go with the animal deck because there's no comment here. So see what we get here. I don't know if I'm connecting to your energy or not. Hey, Mandy, thanks for coming in. I'm just shuffling some cards here. I'm doing energy work tonight via the cards. Oh, you want the dragon deck? Okay. They were saying the animal deck, so I'll get the dragon deck. I'm going to give you a card here. I don't know if I'm picking up on your energy, Malia. Kind of mellowed out as well, or yeah. Okay, I'm going to give a card, and then I'm just going to give you what I get here and see where they take me with it. I'm just going with the flow today. This is the first time I've done a healing night. Usually it's tarot, so we'll see. Transitioning, mediumistic kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. You got fire and water dragon. I'm going to read it and then I'll show it to you. It enables your life to flow with loving force, okay? Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Yeah, because he's coming out. I'll show you. He's coming out of the trees here, hey? And hold on here. Am I going the wrong way? There we go. He's coming out of the trees there, and they're giving me a sense of being grounded. So I don't know, you may need to, I feel like you are a kind of grounded person. You may even be an earth sign. Fire and water would be things that you don't carry naturally, is the sense they're giving me here. I don't know if that makes sense. Just give me a minute. They're really making me notice that yellow in the dragon's wings there, like carrying you. So either, and I mean, that has to do with joy and even self-esteem to a degree. Like we're maybe not finding the, just give me a minute here. Either we're working on this chakra system, which is the solar plexus, or we could use some work in that area. Feeling like we're not too far off, but they're just making me notice that overall, and the orange is attached very closely with that. So it's kind of like your liveliness and how you go outward towards others and whatnot. Maybe reclusing a little bit. Does this make sense? Sorry, I'm kind of hold on here. I'm trying to focus on your energy, but it's very, very soft, so I can't really catch it, is what I'm trying to do here. But nonetheless, that is your fire and water. And that's what they were saying, is that fire is the action oriented, right? So we're dealing with movement and whatnot going forward. Water is about emotions, moving from emotions. This is what we're not doing, right? We have a lot of emotions, and fire, things we think about acting on, but we do not act on. Does this make sense to you? I'm getting a lot of print here. Yeah. Maybe needing a little more joy in our life to pick us up to a degree. So if you're wanting, I can give you a wash in that area, which means I'll flood you with white light in that area if you want. If not, that is your card. And that's the energy they want you to be aware of, is the fire and the water. Because the fire is the action, and we want to be more action oriented, right? And the water is about the emotions. We got to feel more from our emotional center. Okay. Okay. So Malia, I'm going to send you some energy in that area. It may be because of that. It's cutting in and out here. Sorry. Just focus on that area. And okay. So I'm just give me a moment and just relax. And I'm going to try and focus on your, because it's your sacral. They want me to kind of flood, but I'll send you energy overall. It'll just kind of flood you. It may feel tingling. I don't know, different for everybody. Then let me know. Feel free to type anything that you're feeling or whatever, and I'll just go from there. Okay, so just give me a minute or two. I'm gonna put my head down, and then I'm just gonna start activating. So you just relax and take it all in. It's just positive white light stuff, and it'll just help refresh you and keep you positive. Really is what they're wanting me to do. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. Koala. Okay. Okay. What I found was in your throat. It was really visually I saw it clogging in there. So there's that could be where we either are not speaking up about how we feel. So that's kind of that watery part getting stuck in our throat. So I don't know if you may have had or do have instances of sore throat. It's not speaking either the truth or how you feel, and that's the sense I get here, is that we may not be speaking how we feel truly to those that matter, or in the loving way. So it's holding that back because I really had a big burst of stuff come through there at this. And funnily enough, the yellow chakra there, that was clear, but it was very much attached to the orange, right? So maybe research that and see how that doesn't connect more with you. I'm still going to pull an animal card for you here on the drop, but I sent a whole bunch of white light, which is basically that energy that they send to you, that healing energy, just an overall clarifier, I guess. And then I sent green light, which is like heart chakra healing. Excuse me. And pink, which is about flooding with love, right? Because everybody can use that. So I sent all that. Now I'm going to file an animal card here. So I feel the need to do that still. So I'm going to do that because I feel like, but I don't know what your sign is. Maybe you don't want to reveal that, but I feel like you may have a lack of activity in your energy field there, that you kind of need to act out more what you're feeling, speak more what you're feeling, that kind of thing. That's the advice, right? They're giving me to clear things up, and we may even be blocked in this area or have troubles in this area health-wise. So keep that in mind, research that, or if that makes sense to you. So I'm going to close here. Hopefully that some of these energies can take up to a day, but this shouldn't. I'm feeling quite heavily. It'll go right through here by morning, like 8 hours. You'll feel effects of this, more positive, more light and airy about things, not as heavy. And I do get a sense of that, though not compared to most people, you're light and airy, but for you, there's a sense of being dragged down is what I'm getting. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, I'm going to pick an animal card and close you out here, see if anybody else. Get a shark. It says lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. It's kind of the sense again is because you have the sense I'm getting, I hope this is right. You're a calm, peaceful person, but you have this brave soul inside that really doesn't speak up, is the sense I'm getting. It's kind of like you need to be more like that shark with the energy, right? Lead, powerful, peaceful warrior. And that is the sense I get from you. It's just nobody outside of you really has any clue of this. It's kind of like we have this lingering in us, the ability to be like a shark. We're not going outward in it, which sometimes you think of a shark as being on attack, but it's a light, graceful way of bringing your power forth, I think is what they're trying to. And also taking note of, because this is a shark, I can't remember what it's called. Is it a whale shark, I think? But they eat vegetable, or like the plankton and stuff. How do I say? They're plant eaters mostly. And these ones are more aggressive meat eaters. So they're saying the difference between that. So that might be something of significance for you there. Like we have to take the highest traits of both, right? The graceful ways of this guy that kind of just goes along and munches on plants, and then the powerful way this guy just moves. He's always got to be. That's another thing too with the sharks, right? They always got to be active, and that's what I feel is kind of limited in your field. And it's a sense of you not wanting to be that way, maybe for fear of being judged as aggressive, right? because I get a sense that you're very graceful outwardly, like even petite in form. I don't know if that's correct or not, but a sense of feeling this way. And so we don't want to overpower, but there's a sense that go, no, we could put more energy forth, be more powerful in our own way, in a graceful way, right? To, whether it's boundaries or whatnot, you have to put down. So fire and water is there for you to emphasize that we should come from our emotional center and act on that center as well. And the shark is there to help you lead in a powerful, peaceful way, but also that warrior spirit, bring a little bit of that outside in good, positive ways, right? So hopefully that helps you. Okay. So there you go, Malia. Did that make any sense? Did you feel any of the energies that I sent you? Kind of wanting to get validation. It's hard through here. We're not typing around. But anyway. So if anyone else is wanting any energy or kind of a spirit card to kind of bring things forth, get some clarity. It's kind of a light, peaceful, Zen vibe they're giving me tonight here. Try and relax, people. It's getting too anxious and worked up and whatnot is the sense. Try and help people who have like anxiety. That was huge. Groovy music. I just picked a channel and it's kind of Zen-like, I guess. So I'll just chill out until and if. Hey, Flory. How's it going? I'm in tonight for energetic stuff. So if you want a card or any energy thrown your way, I can do that. They want me to share the warmth. So if you're wanting, I've got a few decks here. I got an animal deck, a dragon deck, a block, like a Power of Surrender deck, and conscious spirit and love cards as well. Okay, I'll give you a healing. Just have to pick what deck. I'll show you the decks. Maybe that'll help you. This is one of them, conscious spirit. It's kind of like angelic realms. These cards, pretty groovy, like that. And then this one is archangel animals. Those are pretty cool as well. Power of surrender. That's if you feel blocked in any way. These are pretty good. They kind of hinge on things that make sense. And then a dragon deck. And then my Whispers of Love deck. So choose one of those. And then I'll give you a card and we'll get started. This is my first time doing this, so I'm kind of feeling my way here. Conscious spirit. Okay. I shall go there. They're pretty. Even the back of them's pretty. Rainbow. So I'll shuffle up. And then I'll get a card and I'll see what I get and then see what they tell me to do for you. Trying to connect to your energy at the same time. Feel a sense like you might be just starting to stop your day. Like you're kind of running, not hectically, but kind of running around. I guess this time of night, everybody's kind of chilling out. First time to relax today. Okay, here's the card. 44 talks about integration. It says, I combined body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. So you may be somebody who likes to work within the energies of high frequency stuff here, right? Attracted to this. So very closely knit with your guides is the sense I'm getting. You're pretty tight. Connected, so that's good. When you do that and you get in that field, it makes it easier to get connected, right? You're not feeling connected? Just give me a minute here. Let's see if we can work on that. I'm just trying to see if I can get any messages from here because there's a lot of geometric shapes here. So maybe we just need to wash you out from negativity. In the sense I do get, like I say, I think your energy field here, what I'm picking up is that it's not like you're struggling to get your day done, but you are busy through your day and you like it that way and you like to be planned. So you really do enjoy that. You don't like to stand around too much, is the sense I get. So we may just have to kind of, what's the word? Kind of flush the negativity of the day. So that what I'm going to do is give you what I call a whitewash. I'll start my silence here and I'll just focus on your energy field to connect. And then I'll just send you all that white light, right? Because they just heat me up and they just start shooting stuff. So then I'll connect and then I'll start filling, and then whatever they guide me to do, or they'll show me sometimes things, illuminate things to give you help or whatnot. And then we'll go from there. And if everything's fine and you just maybe just needed that wash to get some negativity out, then I'll just pull another card and then we'll leave it at that. So for now, I don't get a sense of anything really being too much out of whack, but I'm just going to whitewash you is really like you can be susceptible to, and that's empathy, right? Susceptible to negativity pulling, even though you're consciously trying to not do this, it can come above you. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, here we go. Okay. And then we'll pull another card after that and see. And then I'll let you know what I find out here, okay? It's kind of boring for the watchers here, but I'm going to send that out. Okay, here we go. So feel free to type anything if you feel anything or want to make any comments, feel free. It's interesting. I'm getting the tips of your fingers for some reason. It's like there's red there. So I don't know if you've something with your fingers, like you've hurt your fingers or your fingers you'd bang. I don't know what the heck is going on there. I'm also connecting your higher, right? Your an awareness of your instinct, kind of connecting all those, trying to make that more obvious. Maybe they're just showing me that you're doing that. I don't know. But it was red. The very tips of them were red. I don't know. And they're showing me your root chakra, which is your base, how you make your money and all of that. They're showing me that as quite agitated at this point. It's not quite stable is the sense I'm getting. So you may be working on this part of your life to gain more stability or help with finances, that kind of thing. So flush that out. Everything above it was pretty normal, quite clean, really. And then I worked in your mind to flush, take out energetic. Okay, so what I do is I take out energetic patterns that may be conforming to negativity, and there was a lot in there. So I kind of went in there like werewolf and took all that out, broke it all up. So what's going to happen is tomorrow you may find that you might be kind of a little lost, but it'll be okay because you'll be happy about it. And what it is, your brain trying to go back to the negative states, but it'll take a few days for it to retrain because those energetic states will no longer be there for them to go into. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. It was a lot up in here that you're holding in it. So what I do is I energetically block those patterns. So they won't be able to connect anymore over the next 48. You'll notice a big difference starting like literally now until like it will increase for 2 days. And then after 2 days, and feel free to email me and either comment yay or nay, because I like to know what's going on after, if it really affected or not, because then it knows, then I know what I'm doing right or wrong, right? And then I'll go in a different way. So it really will break up that pattern and not be able to go back to the same negativity in the same way at all. And then we flushed your system, filled you up with white light, and then you'll just be a little bit happier and joyous. And then your brain's going to really function better. So you won't be so clogged during the day. And I was feeling some anxiety from you, low grade, but just kind of like overworked during the day. Like, again, I don't feel you stressed, but feel like you just kind of, you know, you're about a 6 or a 7. And that's, you want to get that down below 5 is my sense. You want to, because anything above 5 is annoying, right? You don't want to be there. So at this point, just give me a minute. Yeah, they're going about a 7 or 8, and we'll get it down to, okay, we'll get it down to about a 2, 3. It's about a 4 now. We'll get it down over the next 2 days so that the energy unflows slowly over 48 hours-ish. Yeah, let me know. Okay, I'm going to pull another card for you. I feel like I'm going to pull a surrender card because there is something to do with that mental pattern there. Now, this stuff will last for quite a while, if not indefinitely, this block to negativity, which we really want. But there's something in the way that you deal with things here. I'm hoping it'll come out in this card. That's what they're telling me. Just give me a minute to shuffle. Do you get headaches often? Like stress headaches? see if that doesn't ease up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. And we get people pleasing. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself first. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So even though we need a lot of love in the world today, you have to love yourself first, and that's foremost. Give me a minute here. They're making me look at the flowers on her head. Give me a minute. I mean, everybody likes flowers, but do you do something with flowers or something with the flowers there? Or maybe need to smell the roses a little bit. I don't know what that's about, but anyway. So instead of going outward for validation, right? Because I get a sense that you kind of do for others to get the gratification in a way. They're going, put that back on ourselves. Makes sense. Because there's something here about everybody else gets the best of her except for her. So we need her to get the best of her first. Does this make sense? Okay. Yeah. Those patterns should ease up. And yeah, for sure, let me know. So does this make sense to you, this people-pleasing thing? It's almost like they're telling me that everybody else gets more attention. But sometimes these people like this, you don't realize your barometer's off. You're so used to tending to others that you come last, so you don't even think of it. Okay. Yeah. So don't do that. Or just put it on you first. Spend some more time. Okay. So that is them saying that they want you to do you first, which is, you know, it's kind of the thing that we gotta all get used to is how you say you can't give away and if you're empty, right? So thanks, Flori. So if anybody else is in and wanting some energy work or even just a drop of a couple cards here, and I'll just send the energy as I go. You are welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, you're doing really good, actually. Like, work-wise, they're right on the barrier. They're going, oh, she needs to slow down. But they're saying, like, it's almost like you've been trying to work on balancing the work part of it, meaning doing for others, right? In the way of filling your day, right? So they're going, you just need to be aware of that in that way. Still needs to, yeah. How do I explain that? Because we've done so much for others, that barometer's off, right? Even in that center where we got to do for ourselves, but in the work area as well, the barometer's off. But I get a sense that you've been working on pulling that back in the work area, quote unquote, meaning how you fill your day. And then they're saying, yeah, now we just got to overlap that into how we treat ourselves emotionally is way out of whack. They're going, we're doing better in the like work area, which kind of runs the gamut anyway, is what they're saying. But yeah, so hopefully that helps you. Hello, are there free short readings? Hi, Mia. Well, what I'm doing is energy. So these are more like spiritual readings, but yeah, they're little free short readings. So what I'll do is I'll look into your energy field. And if you need a top up energetically, I can give that to you. Or if you don't want, you can just take a few cards and see what they get spiritually. So you just let me know. I'll show you the decks that I have. I'll pull a card for you, one card, and then I'll kind of see what I see energetically. And then, you have the option if you want me to go in and fill you up with some positive energy. And then I pull another card and kind of tie it up. It's just kind of a Zen-like meeting today. But yeah, this is my first shot at it. The frequency wanted me to come in and give people top-ups, you know, positive energy, that kind of thing, so that they're wanting to do that on a regular. People are needing it. So I'll show you my decks, and then you can pick a deck, and then we'll go from there. So the first deck I just shot from here was the Power of Surrender deck. So if you feel like you have blocks in your life and you can't get forward and you don't know where, this is a good deck for that. Conscious Spirit deck. It's kind of like angelic realms and whatnot. Very fluffy, bright cards. Then I have the Archangel Animal deck. It's very nice for grounded energy. Gives advice in that way. Then I have the Whispers of Love deck. That's self-explanatory. Some lovely cards in there, very great artwork. And then I have Dragon deck to bring out some powerful energy to those who may need it. So you can pick one of those decks, and I will start shuffling. See if I can pick up on your energy before. Yeah, I'm getting Conscious Spirit is what I'm getting. Okay. So see maybe if I can pick up anything energetically. Maybe we'll go into the love cards for that. See, because that'll be... Well, first of all, maybe take a test. I don't know. They don't have tests where you're at that you can buy. Oh, I see. Okay, well, we'll see what we can get you. We'll send you energy anyway to maybe de-stress you. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, I think I got your energy here, Mia. Sure, AF, sure, you can ask questions. I'll have to, I'm just going to deal one by one here, and then I'll get to you when I'm going to deal with Mia's energy here. Yeah, go ahead. I'll scroll through it as I go. Okay, cards are jumping here. One more. Yeah, you gotta calm. I'm gonna work on calming your energy no matter here, if you're okay with that. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing it. Okay, give me a moment here. This is Mia, this is for you. Right away, I'm seeing that snowflake, like the energy of manifestation, right? In every form. Just give me a moment here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because you're conflicted. Obviously, right? Okay. I kind of go through this symbol, and whoever's energy is connected to this symbol is how I've been doing it. But thank you for that. You know what I'm going to do? Did you want some energy stuff? Because I'm going to go in energetically, and I'm just going to see, because they're showing me they're showing me the snowflake, right? And that's like the energy. Oh, don't freak out, but it's like the energy of something starting, right? Birthing. So And the woman's looking at it and they're going, there's confusion here. We don't know if we want or we don't want in our root, right? And what they're saying to me is take the man out of the equation, and then what do we want? If we take the man completely out, meaning not depending in any way on this person's opinion, what do we want as an individual? Because that's what they're going, because there's conflict here. It's almost like it's coming from the male figure, is what they're giving me a sense of, if this makes sense. So it's like there's a sense of me wanting to look in there to relieve that for you, because there's a sense of anxiety here, but it's from people outside of you, if this makes sense. It's like I feel like if there was nobody around you, this would be a good thing. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it because I get it energetically. It's hard to express. Like if it was up to us, only us, and nobody else around us in judgment, we would not be in conflict. We would be happy. Does this make sense, or do you agree or disagree? That's the sense I'm getting. So I mean, okay, I don't know if I'm translating well. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So I kind of got a conflicted energy. So just give me a minute here. Trying to understand. Maybe I understood wrong. Or maybe this is a lesson. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're maybe misunderstanding. I can't verbalize what I'm trying to say here. It's kind of an expression that of judgment upon you for being in this position. But you were saying yourself you're not wanting child at this point. So that's really I somehow here I got mixed up in the energy or interpreting it. Because the sense I'm getting is this woman is you, okay? And this could be a possible pregnancy. And kind of going like, I don't know how I feel about this. And a sense of people coming upon this woman, meaning you, in judgment. And that being heavier than her opinion of the actual pregnancies is what I was feeling. So maybe I read too much into that by saying you want rather, but not quite sure what you're asking here, but I think what I'm going to do, if you want, I can send you some energy because I'm just getting a lot of anxiety here to try and help you with that if you want that. If not, I'll pull another card and then I'll just let the energy lay because I feel such a sense of anxiety here being whipped up. Okay, so what if he didn't do you wrong? That's what I was trying to kind of say, and I think I said it wrong. What if there was someone in front of you that you were having a child with that was good to you? Would you feel different? Because the sense I got is in that kind of way. Because I think, I don't know, I'm trying not to be in judgment here myself. But I think the energies are trying to say we have to understand what we feel within our own selves without all of those people outside of us. Ah. So we may have to do some spiritual work there. You know what? I'm going to send you some energy here, I'm just going to bow down and then we'll pull another card. Okay. And I think it's going to stay in the love deck here because we've got heavy anxieties clouding things. We need to relax and calm down because whether you are or not, it's not good for the spirit, right? No matter. So if you're okay with that, I'm not getting an okay here for that. I don't want to do it without your permission. But at the same time, that's where I feel I need to go, is to give you. Okay, I'm not pushing you, but I just feel like we need to calm the anxiety. So I'm going to, okay. So let's do this. Just relax and I'll get in there and I'll open up the energy field. Yeah, and we'll shoot for that. We'll shoot for more clarity, positivity of mind, and clearness of thought on the truth of the matter, that kind of thing. It's really what my intent is going to be, to get you in touch with that positive spirit, or what, you know, however you deal with it, that energy that leads the way. Okay, so I'm just going to do that here. Well, we'll see. There's a lot of, really what they're saying to me is there's a lot of clutter here. We need to clean it up. So I'm going to go in there and energetically, I'm going to do that right here with 5 minutes or so. I kind of go into a little bit of a mode, and then I'll contact your energy. Feel free to type anything if you're feeling any adjustments in that way, or feeling anything. You can feel free to write, and I'm just going to sit, do my work. And then when I'm done, no less than 6 minutes. I don't know what it's been, guys, but and then I'll give you the down low, what they came up with. But right now they're saying there's too much anxiety, too much stress, too much worry. We're not even thinking straight. So this is why. So we're going to go in there and calm that down and then see what we can do. Okay, great. So just relax yourself and I'll get in there, and then just feel free to type anything. And we'll see how this can go. Okay. Mia. Okay, I know that's not your name, but that's how I'm connecting. So it's all right. I think I got your field here. Yeah, it gave me a sense you're very ungrounded, so very much up in your head. Thoughts. Okay. Yeah, very ungrounded, like very much in your head about all this, like to the point where it's not taking life in uh anything other than this. So what they're showing me, like I really ground you heavily, tied you right down to the center, to help you feel more stable, more calm, more grounded, but more able to make decisions clearly. Then I open the field up so that there's no baggage in between you and the spiritual energies you want to connect with. Okay. And cleared you out a lot of negativity of the mind. Gonna kind of that's garbled in there. It's like they're showing me like spaghetti all wrapped up in there. So I went in there and cleared that up. So hopefully over the next 2 days, now you should be feeling more calm. Like right now, I'm thinking, is what they made me feel, more calm and relaxed, like a big breath has been taken. And over the next 2 days, just a sense of coming down. This is like we're getting flown by this whole situation. So a sense of coming, well, not about your decision, but your mood, like calmness. You feel calm, not necessarily about the decision, but well, let me know. My email, I'll put my email below and you can contact me. Okay. Okay. Well, if you don't, it may not have hit you, you know. It may not have hit you because I basically sent a whitewash is what I do is visually. And then I send you that energy and it usually you should feel something. So if you're not, or you were calm before, because it's interesting because I was picking up very much on high anxiety. And then I was intending to bring calm. So I don't know, maybe a mismatch there. Maybe that didn't work. But we'll see here. I'll pull you another love card, okay? And we'll see. Yeah, always be truthful when you answer me. Because it helps me formulate better how to deal with stuff. And you don't hurt my ego any if you say you didn't. So that's good. Because I don't want to be thinking I got you when I didn't. You know what I mean? That I affected you when I didn't. Okay. I'm going to go in the love direction again here because I feel like there's something here with how we're dealing with the energies, like overall, they're going overall, the way we deal with our world, like there's a lack of understanding here in the love direction. So maybe your heart chakra, kind of, let me get a sense of that overlay. Okay, here we go. See what you say and what I get. Okay. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So, focusing on speaking in a loving manner. Okay. You know, that may be the energetic. Okay, just give me a minute here. So, would I be correct in saying kind of fight or flight mode? Does that make sense to you? So that may be why I couldn't get in, is because of that fear. Because I had a sense of anxiety to a degree that was high. I would say it'd be about a 7 on the scale. And that in itself could stiffen things up to a degree that we don't accept, right? So, yeah, depending on where you live and your surroundings, right, has huge ability to alter these levels hugely, right? Okay. Okay. And okay, I'm going to try and explain something to you. They're trying to explain to me. Because there's, again, like I was talking to the lady last, this may be our midpoint. You know, it may be a 5 for us, but on a scale of overall, it's up there in the 7s, right? So if we're kind of blocked energetically by fear, right? There's an inability to get in there, and there's a need for them to get in there and kind of mix things up and relax things. So if we're unable to do that, yeah, and you're unable to do that, a sense of safety in your surroundings is really what I'm getting. Like your root chakra should have been blaring, but I didn't go. I just washed you out because there was a sense of not wanting to infringe. So I just gave you positivity and helped you with the clarity of mind. So you should feel connected to your instinct quite highly, more clearly. So this is where you should feel it the most. You should have also felt that relaxation, but that could be because of this tense. If you're in fight or flight, or you do not feel safe, right? Or grounded, because they're going very ungrounded, like very up, 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 up. And I'm like, up, like, that's the way they visualize it to me. If a person starts floating, it means that they're really not dealing with their here and now most of the time. Is what they're telling me. So that's the only way I can get it through. So if we're not feeling safe in our surroundings, and we're not going outward in loving and caring, not because of being mean or intent in that way, but just because that is the life we're living, then this is it makes it hard. You know, it starts to physically manifest in the body. So they're going, where we can start is to start speaking in a way of loving, caring emotions outward. And this will start to drop some things, right? Because it's almost like if I can't get in, it's because of that armor that you carry, and you go outward. When you create that energy field within yourself, you open that up for other people to come towards you in that way. And you see more examples of this, and it will open that field up for you. But there has to be that give and take, right? So that's kind of what they're showing me. I know it's hard. You may have to watch this a few times. Yes, that would help. Yeah, carrying emotions outward. As long as we're not talking about negative emotions, right? In a negative way, but carrying emotions to people to join you together to be in a loving way, right? That would help. Yes, absolutely. So this is what they're saying. This is how we kind of diffuse that and open that up. Okay, so that's a good thing. Positive, right? Okay, what else do I translate here? And then also learn to receive with love and appreciation, because that, you know, if we start to reject that, we open that field out by talking about our emotions in a positive way, and we start getting stuff coming in, and we reject that, then the universe goes, nope, they don't want no more of that. So we'll try something different, right? As long as we're being positive and loving and caring towards others and accepting the same, it's all good. Anything other than that, if we're in the negativity zone, we're in the negativity zone. Can't go out in that. You don't want to go out in that, because that creates your surroundings, right? So the more you talk about that, expand on that, the more that grows for you. So we want to talk about good, loving, caring things, right? And then that will grow for you. So speaking, that's where they want you to start. And then hopefully over the next few days, did I say hide my negative? No, you didn't need to deal with the negative, but don't go outward in negativity. We deal with that internally. We think of that, acknowledge that, carry on, choose to go in a positive way and go forward. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. So if the energy didn't get through, we just have to work on dealing in a positive way with ourselves and others outward, and then you'll be more apt to absorb that energy better. So then you catch me next month and see what happens, and we'll go from there. Okay, Mia? Hopefully you gain something here. I get a sense of frustration. My email is infinity8readings@gmail.com. I'll post it at below, and then you can email me. I'll post it later tonight after I finish the video, and then you can email me and we can go over that. Great. But it's infinity8readings@gmail.com. You're welcome. Thanks for nothing, eh? Well, we got through. I'm hoping the positivity of mine and the clearness to the channel, whoever you're dealing with there, is coming through, and that hopefully that will gain you some headway, and then you follow that once you get that. So take care. Yeah, it's a lot of frustration, a lot of energy there, but maybe blocked by receiving, and that has to do with that positivity channel. I want you to block the negative. You can acknowledge it, just don't go outward in it. That's all. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for being honest. Thanks for being honest, because again, I don't want to be fluffed here. I'm trying to kind of fine-tune my abilities as well. So if people aren't honest, it doesn't help me any either. You know, my ego can take it. Yeah, right? Being open energetically. So thanks for that. Thanks for being raw. It's all good. Maybe we'll make headway in the future. Take care. Okay. That's interesting. It's all a trip, right? So I don't know if we got anybody else in here wanting some work done. What am I working? 9:30, 8:30, 9:30. So I'm working on an hour. But my cheeks are, I don't know if you can tell from this light, it's pretty red. Kind of just sends stuff. Rachel, okay. Alrighty. Do you want to pick your deck? I'll show them again. Dragons for power. In what areas? Whispers of love were the ones that I just dealt here. Archangel animal. A lot of people connect to that. Those are groovy. I just got these cards, so they're brand new. Conscious spirit. Those are angelic-y kind of cards. And power surrender if you feel blocked. So pick one of those decks. See if I can predict what you're gonna. Feeling animal. AF. Oh, you came in earlier. I feel blocked, so yes, last one. Last one. Okay. AF, hey, I'll get you here in a minute. One of your messages got blocked or something there, and I didn't catch it after, so I'll keep you in mind. Thanks for keeping up here. Okay, Rachel, last one was the power surrender. Okay, we'll start with that, and we'll go from there. Okay, Rachel. Okay, here we go. Last shuffle. Okay, soul's path. It says surrender your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. So embrace every lesson and every moment. Okay, so give me a moment here. get us. I feel like, yeah, like we're just starting to scratch the surface of what we truly want. Like we don't really know, but yet we're going in a direction here that's going to lead us down the path. That's what I feel like is happening. We're just starting to wake up to realizing that we can do something that pleases us. Does this make sense to you, Rachel? Just give me a minute here. Yeah, and I need to look a little closer at your life in the moment here. I'm hoping. So I'm getting a sense here, either you've taken training or you are in the process of looking into training or going down a particular path, okay? And even though we may not be in this particular it's an offshoot of that. So we're early in the process here of career-wise. In that way, we may have been working, but not in a career mode, if that makes sense to you. Meaning we're working, but not for ourselves, not to make us happy. And this is what they're saying is now we're going to choose a career, something that I don't know if I'm using the right word, that gets us happy. Okay. So this is the beginning process, the sense I'm getting here. Just give me a minute. I'm going to fine tune and see where they want me to go with this. You're asking for energy, and I'm like, in what way? What do we need? Because obviously we want to have clarity of mind to go along the path, right, of where we need to be and need to go. And the sense I'm getting is that we're just kind of clogged up. Same thing as a lot of people, same issues, getting clogged up with too much day-to-day things that we're either not truly thinking or making time to think about what makes us truly happy in that way, or not able to see it at this point or feel it at this point. They corrected me. Not feeling it. Give me a moment here. And they're saying she's got a way to go here, because the path is never a straight line. And we kind of have to jut off left and right. And that may, like you're saying, you're more of a feeler. That may be more of your character, is to go this way, then go that way. And they're showing me that's kind of the path we have to wander through to literally feel our way in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on your energy. I'm going to send you clarity of thought. Again, align you with that energy that's trying to get you there the quickest, fastest way forward. And also who has the keys, right, to illuminate. What did I had? I had something happen the other day. Like my focus was all over here, and I'm dealing with all over here, and I'm thinking my issues are all over here. And then there was something come off the TV, like a saying or a commercial or something. I can't even remember what it was. Something comes sideways, hit me, and it's like, over there. You got to look over there. And I was totally looking in the wrong direction. And that's not the sense I get with you. I feel like you're closer than I was. I had to do a 180. I think you're only like 40 degrees off. But the thing is, we're getting in the right mode. We're where we're supposed to be. So know that, they're saying. We're where we're supposed to be at this point. Even though we feel like we don't got it, we will, and we're on the path. So we need to have faith in that. But I'm going to strengthen your connection to that instinct and that clarity to gain you forward, to see those things clear, gain you that insight to illuminate, like literally see things in 3D and go, oh yeah, that's a sign. And you just know it on all levels. You feel it, you sense it, you da-da-da. Okay, so more than feeling, it's the mind, the visuals even, because they're going, so either we're a very visual person or we're not a very visual person, because they're going visuals. We got to get some visuals in there. So maybe we're too trapped up in our mind visually, dealing with life rather than our instinct visually. So they're wanting to get in there visually. Also dreams as well. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, give me a minute. It's exciting when I make a connection here. Okay. Surrender to your soul's path. Okay, so we're gonna infuse the clairvoyance here. Get those visuals coming in strongly, and no discernment, like no, beyond a shadow of doubt, this is what I need, and get that flowing. Open it up. So I'm gonna go in and do that. So give me a moment, and then I'll just kind of what I'll do is I'll attempt to infuse that. If there's any problems, I'll let you know. And if not, then I'll just tell you what happened. So just relax, and I think I'm connected to your energy somewhat. So we're good to go. Because that's really what the card is, to get us connected energetically. And then I can get in and send you clarity in that way. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. What I was getting from me is a very grounded person. I grounded you out anyway, but they're like, well, she's pretty grounded. The sense too is getting here. Is that gut is very much ruling the show here. On all levels, and the throat chakra is very healthy. You create boundaries through your words very well. I guess that's the way everybody does it, but you have a good sense of standing up for yourself. Is the sense that I got through that, which is very good. Like there's kind of showing me your strengths, because there's not a lot of weakness here. This visual stuff, it's all in, it's all downloaded. So over the next 2 to 3 days, this will increase. They're showing me already being excited and very like, oh my God, almost like a photographic memory. So be aware that you have the capacity for that. Most people do, but this will hit you in this way first. Kind of like, I lost something, or where is it? And then they'll show you in a visual, and then you go there and you find it, that kind of thing. So this is how they're going to introduce that to you. And so this is all, when I see that in a form like that in the future, It's good. It's soaked it in. You just need 2-3 days to let it work, relax, or whatever in. Yeah. So let me know again. I'm going to post my, please let me know through email, because that helps me fine tune my abilities for what I'm doing. I might have to tweak things the way that I do it, or the way that so I appreciate you being honest. If you did, did you feel anything during the process? Because I got a sense that you did, but I was in a certain area. Let's just say that, putting the energy in a certain area. Okay. Well, that wasn't where because it was right just above the sacral here, in the solar plexus, in your gut, really, was where I was focusing. That's where I put all the energy in. And then we just filled you up that way. But yeah, some people, I carry a lot of heat. And when I used to work on Reiki patients one-to-one, they would go, oh, that's hot. So I'm better at distance, because I carry a lot of heat no matter where I'm at. Whether if I have my hands on, I do my son, it feels like it's burning, he says, but he's a little oversensitive. But yeah, it can carry heat, tingles, whatever. So the energy's in there. It's good. And when it's at your feet, and if you can feel it at the tip of your head, then it's infused your hands and your feet. You said hands, heat. Okay. Because, yeah, it's infused. And they gave me a check. Everything's good to go. So hopefully what'll happen, again, you'll think in your head. You don't even have to say it out loud. You go, oh, where's my paper? Where's my notebook? Whatever. And then they'll give you a picture. They'll show you where it is, on the mantle, in the kitchen, on the whatever. So utilize that, follow that, and thank them for that. Every time you get that and it's true, go thank you. And that energy will bring it faster. It'll bring it in faster, keep it coming, and then you'll just be on the road and you'll be good to go. But photographic memories, where they're going to start. So watch for that, especially when we're wanting to find things. So do you lose things a lot? So I don't know if there's just more opportunities there for them to do that, or if that's just how, that's just the easiest way they find to do that. So I'm going to pull another card. I feel like you know where your power sits. I was going to give a dragon card, but I'm going to give an animal card here, because I feel like you can be very powerful. Like you're very healthy in that way of boundaries, especially. So I'm going to give you an animal card and close you up here. And basically they're telling me that it was a very successful absorption of energies. Okay. But again, and it's a good sign that you felt something, because that validates what I'm getting. And also over the next 2 to 3 days, you may not feel it tonight or whatever, but after 2-3 days, then look out. Then they're going to be showing you where it's at there. Okay. So yeah, pay attention to that, and don't try not to bat it off. Just be aware and absorb it and thank them for it. And it comes twice as fast when you're thankful for it. So be aware of that. I think you're going to be, because what they're showing me is you're very shocked and you're laughing like, oh my God, I just seen that. And then you go running and you're like, it's there. I seen where it was at, like exactly the way it's sitting, everything. So you're kind of in shock. So that's good, because that shows that it's accepted by the field, right? So, okay, your animal card, and but you're where you need to be at this point for your path. So don't stress, just enjoy the ride here, because we're getting a little too stressed to the point where we're not enjoying the ride. Okay, yeah, because that's what they're showing. Kind of freaking out, like, oh my God, I can't be good enough. That's why I was laughing during the thing, because they were showing me that. So that's a good sign on my end. That shows that it's going to go through. Validation for me in a way. So you have to learn to trust that. because that'll be your strength. And they'll go outward from there with the pictures. Just going to start with everyday stuff, grounded everyday stuff. Where's my keys? Where's my wallet? Where's my this? Okay, yeah. Because they're going, we're not really enjoying where we're at. So we need to do that more and pay more attention to how we're feeling in the moment. Okay, here's your animal card. Snake. Live according to your divine essence. So yeah, and that's kind of that slowing down, I think. What are they? Let me see some. Oh, yeah. Okay. They're showing me. They're going, look at the little baby snake, how he's lighting up. That's her. That's what they said. That's like her. So you may have someone hovering above you, kind of trying to guide you as well, like parents or whatnot, or someone like a protege, or you are a protege of someone. Yeah, it's like you're that little baby snake being all illuminated. So that's how they see you or want to see you, want you to absorb that. And it should go well. Just give me a minute. Yeah, they're excited as well, actually. So it'll be good. It'll be a good little ride for you here. Because what they're telling me actually in the, I'm saying reading, but in the energetic frequency when I got in there and I was pulling, what they were telling me is that we may even have, if we slow down and absorb our now more instead of predicting for our future, we may be able, I know this sounds weird, but we may be able to fast track things to a higher degree, because it's that looking to the future that is slowing us, chugging us down, is what they said. It's chug, 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 chugs us back. So if we're in the moment, we are more aware of our open doors. But if we're looking in the future, we're locked on that future and there's doors that are opening that we don't see. Hopefully that makes sense, translates, because that's what you're going, might be tripping up. But other than that, we're not going to go off path, that's for sure. Okay. But there's an ability here to fast track a little quicker if we slow down. Okay, so there's your card. But it's good energy I'm getting from them. They're excited. So there must be a sense here of trying to get into you in some kind of way. I don't know, but I feel like the blocks, whatever it was, has been lifted with what I did there. So feel free again to email me in a few days, because that's usually when the full effect takes place. And then you have examples or things like, oh, I had, stories about this, that, or the other. So we're on our path. We're at the beginning stages for baby snake here, but we're being illuminated. So we will not go off path, but we can miss some exciting doorways if we don't slow down and be in the now, is what they're telling me. Okay, you're very welcome, Rachel. Thanks. Yes, AF, sorry. Missed you through a few there. So you are next, yeah. So what deck would you like me to pick from here? I'll go through them again, get these ones off. Thanks, Rachel. Okay, so these are my decks. Okay, hold on. It's asking me to hide this, so I'm just going to roll my... Okay, you wanted the dragons. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go with the dragons first then. I'm not going to answer that until I get into your field here and see what's going on. So I'm trying not to spy on the other side of relationships here. I'm trying to watch my step. But we'll see if we can't get some answers for you here. Okay, I'm going to start with the first dragon. Did you want any energy healing, by the way? Or I can actually pull out a few tarot cards if you don't. See if we can't get a, because as I increase in frequency, right, I have to be more aware of my boundaries of where I go energetically here. Okay, concrete. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. Wow. Okay. This I feel is very pertinent, but Kuan Yin's pink dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolve by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom and look for the divine around you now. There's lots of stuff going on here. Just give me a minute. Soon as I said the words firm love that resets your karmic balance, I got a closing of a door. Okay, so you were asking about an ex, and that's where I feel that sits now. Just bear with me here. See all your cords dissolve by transcendent love. There's this sense of not being able to let go of the ex. Enjoy your freedom. They want you to be free from the ex, okay? Look for divine around you. Look for better, clearer roads ahead. Not that maybe this wasn't a good thing, but you need to go forward is the sense I'm getting here. Now, I just want to help you with this. There's cords here, heavy cords on your end, not on his, unfortunately. Does this make sense to you? Yeah, concrete, go ahead. I'm just going to finish with Rachel here, and then might have to repeat, hopefully, or just wait until the end, and then so that I don't have to scroll up, I kind of lose stuff. Okay, AF. Will your Virgo X reach out? From this card, the energy, no. That's the sense I'm getting, but okay. I think what the energy wants you to focus on here is a way forward. We may not have had a combustible break here, but we are both paired to better company in the future. And there's a sense here that that needs to happen and quick. Because even though, like I said, it may not have been a combustible here, and we kind of want to hang on, but there's a path here in the future we need to go. And we're kind of late on the button is what the sense I'm getting here is. We're kind of hanging on to this last relationship a little too long is the sense they're giving me. It's like, okay, we got to let it go. We got to move on because there's better things, right? You were saying, what did you say? A lot of changes. And with that comes a new romance, new love, new. And what they want you to do is get involved in looking into that new areas, gain your freedom, move away. Not that it was bad or anything like that. We might have to deal with some heart issues there, but I don't feel any real heavy negativity. Obviously, if you're wanting that back, right? Look for the divine around you and also following your instinct as you move forward. Because the feeling I get is, boom, we got to close that door. Not that we have to, not like this person, but there's better things in your future, and they want you to hang on to that. Because it will create havoc if you do go back for both. Well, first of all, I'm sorry, I'm going to be blunt, but I don't feel a want heavily on his end. I feel more of a friendship than anything. And he will actually deny the friendship if it goes back into the love department, is the sense I'm getting. Sorry, that's blunt, but that's what I'm getting. So, what we need to do is heal and move forward and create freedom from this relationship to, and the sense, I don't get a high sense that we need to heal per se, but there's some issues there that need to be bled out, which is why you want to go back to it. And so I'm going to see if energetically we can't get in there, illuminate that so that you see that better and are able to deal with that. Just give me a moment here. Is that pink? It's all pink. And then the lotus, right? That, yeah, it comes forth. It's the most beautiful thing, and it comes forth from the mud and yuck of the swamp, you know? And the grace of letting go with dignity at this point is what they're saying. We need to let go with dignity here. So if we resist that, we're going to lose our gracefulness through this process, our dignity, because there's a sense of a amicable split here. If we force it, it's not meant to go back. Okay. I don't want to tell you yes or no, but the energy I got was, so yeah, you just have to rest on things for a while, give it time, and over time, you know, it becomes more clear. Okay. And yeah, it's harsh. I know. I wouldn't want to hear that news either, right? You're hung up on something here, but there's a definite cord here. So if you hold on here, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, because that was the sense I got is friendship, and I don't want, and if she forces me, it's going to get ugly. That's kind of the thing I'm getting here. She forced me, it's going to get ugly, and I don't want to be ugly. I want to be able to leave this on a good note. Cord is like whenever we attach to someone in a loving, heart-centered way, psychically they say there's cords that attach, right? That's the visual you get, is there's a cord that connects you to that person. So a lot of times people will have a need to kind of cut cords to set them free so they can go in a new direction. And that's the sense I get with you, because there's a longing to go back to this person. So there's it's kind of a, you can do these visuals or whatnot to deal with those issues. And it may be once how you say, once you visually do this in your mind, cut a cord between you and him that connects you, even though that's not where your heart is at this point. It can do a lot of things, but it can free you up to move in a graceful way forward where you're not feeling like you got to go back, right? And what'll happen when you do these things, sometimes you can gain, that person may come forth to contact you to check to see if you're okay. And then you got to reiterate your stance there. Okay. Okay. So then maybe that'll help you with that, help you gain strength with that if you do a visualization. So what I can do, because you're wanting the energy, so I'll energetically do that for you. And you can even do that when you get home. And then you just really visualize yourself in the future as friends, and then move forward, because there is something waiting here in the wings, and it's more suited. I don't want to say better or worse, whatever. It's more suited. It's never worse. It's always, you always one up. If you learn your lessons, you one up, right? So you just focus on what your lessons were in that relationship, whatever, and then you release and move forward gracefully to the future. So what I'll do is I'll send you, I'm doing everybody a whitewash, I call it. So positivity. So I just infuse you with positivity, put a little jump in your step for the few, well, not even for the few days, but your way forward to release you from any negativity that you may be carrying from others. So I give that, and then I'll help you with this cord stuff so that we can release from him and be quite healthy in that, like, feeling. And even though you seem to be on that path already, it'll release any doubt or any lingering, you know, instinct that you have there that might be, well, you know, maybe it may be. And then I guess you'll go from there. You know, I don't think he'll leave your life forever. That's not the sense I got. He does want, I think he's just afraid of things getting too combusted or too, like he doesn't want to be an enemy, and he feels like, and maybe it's about, I don't know. That's just what I'm getting, is there's a boundary here. I just want to be friends. That's it. That's all I got. And so pushing that, it's going to make it, you know, so that's really what I saw as a boundary. That's what you're getting as boundary. So if your instinct, then you may have to search that and see why that is, why you feel that, right? And then come up with your own answers there. So I'm going to go in for your healing here, and then we'll get on to concrete. And then I think I'm going to shut her down here because it's 10:10. But yeah, I'll give you some energy, help you cut, deal with that in a graceful way, right? Loving energy, but moving forward. Well, there may be a lesson there that's lingering, right? That will come to the surface, and through this work, it will come up, like through the energy that I will infuse you with, you will see more clearly why that is. And then you can deal with that yourself and work that out mentally. It'll come up. It'll start to bother you, not a bother, but it'll come up in your sphere, and you'll go, oh, yeah, you know. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you the energy, and then we'll pull another card here, kind of before and after. It's like a lot of loving energies, no less, but just not meant to be long-term. You know, there's better stuff. So that bodes well, because it's really good already, is the sense. It's just one person not quite on the same level is what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm going to go in. So I'm going to give you a white wash. So feel free to report any sensations you may be having or feelings. And then when I'm done, I'll give you what I get here and how I went about it. Okay. How come these messages aren't coming through? I see there's 5 messages there. Didn't come through, but it's interesting what I got with you. I'm going to try and explain it as best as I can. I gave you the whitewash, went through good. So you absorb the energy of positivity. Now, there was a lot in the mind that I had to clear out. So attachment to negativity in the mind, so meaning our mind is going in places is not kind of in touch with positive things, okay? So work that out so you'll be able to see clearly, and that will take over the next day or so. There was a sense of you going, oh, I get it, like realization heavily as to understanding where he sits from an interior level. So you may get an empathy where your ex sits in that way and how he feels, kind of like sitting in his shoes, okay? Now, interestingly enough, I went to do the whole graceful movement forward thing. And as I went along, your energy jumped into the future, and then you started waving at your past. And actually, as the more you moved into your future relationship, the more you could secure the friendship back again. It's almost like this man could not have a relationship with you until he knew that you were firmly with someone else, if that makes any sense. So that was the essence that I saw for your future, meaning the more that you move into your next relationship, the more you'll be able to look back and understand where this man came from and truly be more close than you have been. So that's good, healthy stuff, right? So, but there's a sense of this man not wanting to deal with this until you are in a loving relationship and he knows that you're taken care of, and then he'll come in and he can relax. It's like he can't relax until you're, I don't know why, it may be a karma thing or a fate thing or a past life thing. So it's very very good. That's it's good stuff. So I feel you healing. You just may take some, I don't think it's going to be that hard on you either. It's the sense I get. So I'm going to pull another dragon card because you're very into that energy, and see where we're going in the future here. Sorry, your messages were retracted. I'm not too sure why. So hopefully you may have been feeling that. I have a feeling you might have felt that energy. I don't know. Okay. Are you still here? Oh, she's still here. I might have lost her. Okay. I don't know why they retract. It's like I didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't know why. There might have been swears in it. I don't know. That might have taken it off. Is that the case? Or I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what you said there. 1, 2, 3, 4 messages. But I guess you can see it too. So, okay. See where the after is here. Okay, I don't know why the messages didn't go. Okay. Silver, you got the silver dragon. He's got a key there. So you're going to get the keys to your future. Illuminate your potential with higher light. Untapped resources, access them. Look into your soul, see higher possibilities. And the sense was that, yeah, we may be looking in the wrong area. Or like our mind was muddled up with things in the wrong areas, the sense. So you have a silver dragon here giving you the keys. And again, the clarity, I worked on clarity of thought and instinct. Because I feel like the instinct was muddied up with something else, mixed up with something else that wasn't on the right track. So I don't know. It might have been our intellect. Hey, not that it's muddied, but the fact that it's mixed up, it's not quite our instinct. So we clear that off, and it should be highly visible to you. Grab that and go, yeah, that's my instinct. Boom. Because that's what I wanted you to gain, was a higher discernment of your instinct, because that really, wow, that helps get you forward. Okay. So yeah, just give me a minute here, Silver Dragon. Yeah, and then the higher light of thoughts and instinct and all of that. It's all just going to connect, and then we'll take what we learned from our past and move forward. So hopefully that helps you, AF. Move forward, and again, feel free to email me if you have any questions or comments, or just validation of things changing, or because it helps me as well, right? So there you go. Hopefully that helped you. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hi, Eyes. Hello. I'm on my last reading or healing for the night. But my plan is to come back monthly. The last Friday of the month, I have a Facebook page, Infinity Readings and Reviews, that I go to. I do most of my work, like tarot readings and stuff, pick a card readings and whatnot. During the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I go in there and I do different sorts of things. And I do the last Thursday, I do personal readings in there. And then Friday, I come here and they want me to do the healing stuff. So I'm doing that. Today's my first night for that. So you can catch me then if you want to try this stuff, or just sit and relax until we're my last read of the night here. So Concrete Rose, will my Cancer contact me soon? And I'm going to ask you to pick a deck. So I'm going to show you the decks here that I have. Conscious Spirit is the angelic type. Archangel, Animals, Grounded Animal deck. Whispers of Love, I have a feeling that's where we're going to go if you can't make up your mind. Dragon Oracles, about power, gives you a sense of power, where your power sits or what you need. And then if you feel stuck, Power of Surrender card. So one of those decks, pick one, and then I will shuffle for you. And then I'll ask you if you want some energy along with it, or just the reading. My phone does. Oh, no problem. Oh, that may be what happened there. Did you, AF, did you feel any of that energy going in? I'm going to pick Concrete. You're not answering. So I'm going to pick the Love deck for you anyway. Whispers of Love, and we'll go there now. Will my Cancer contact me soon? Okay. Okay. Oops. What do I got? Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Just give me a minute to scan this. Concrete Rose. Okay. It's interesting because the sense I get here is new love. So I don't know if that's, just give me a minute here. Is this Cancer person a new love, or is this something, because I'm getting a sense of moving forward to something better from something else. So just give me a minute to figure this out before I start going. And a sense that the stuff that we're moving on to, we need to put more effort in to communicate more, to show that we're interested. Okay. No problem. Kind of figured. Okay, so does this make sense to you, Concrete? Because I'm getting a sense we have a tipping point here where we've had a relationship, and I get a sense of definitely being over with this relationship and moving to a new one. So if this is that person that you're talking about, this new relationship, I'm getting a sense of needing to invest more in a communication kind of way. Okay. Yeah, because the sense they're giving me here is a need to show that you do care. Because there's almost like the person on the other end is just kind of not understanding there's a want from you. So you may be resisting going forward in that way. So they're saying if in order, get to know each other, learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So in order for it to grow, we have to show that we care for that person in a communication kind of way. So there may be dialogue going on, but not enough for this person to understand that you like them in that way. Does that make sense? Because that's the sense I'm getting. Okay, so this is what's going on is this man doesn't understand that you like him in that way. I think that you just seem like two people talking, and there's not much. So there's no depth. So we have to show more interest in this person and ask them more things in that way, like get them to open up more, show more interest, and simply inquire and go along that line, because there's a sense here of that person not knowing. They don't know that you are interested in that way. So we need to show that through the communication line. Okay. I'm going to bring another card out here right away. Love is all around you. There's love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this is truth. So I need to bring that into the equation. I think just getting to know more about this person is a good start, because that's going to show the interest, and that's going to, then that's going to bring you forward. So, there's a sense here that we got to start this. And how do we start it? By showing interest, asking questions, and being curious about that person. Bring that out in them, and then it will start, right? Because there's a sense here of just kind of flippancy, and you're validating that by saying, yeah, we don't really talk. So that's what they're saying, is we need to go deeper in the conversation and show more interest in conversing. So if we're backing off and not phoning them or not contacting them, then they have a feeling that we're not interested. And then once we do contact them, be more inquisitive. How are you? Not just how's the world and how was your day at work or whatever. More, deeply, anything that you want to know, like just dive in there. And showing that there's a whole circle, and this may not even be the only option. Like I think you were insinuating that as well. Okay. Okay. So I think what you need to do is just decide what you want from this person and be open and honest, and then go forward in that openly and honestly in whatever way you choose, right? Because ultimately it's what you want to go forward with this person with. But I think that they just don't have an idea of what truly you want, meaning is that all that you want, or you know what I mean? So we have to just kind of open ourselves a little more. And sometimes when you feel that, how do you say, what did you say there? Yeah. I think you just need to be honest about your feelings and then just let things fall where they may. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but getting to know them, that's what you got to do. And then that's kind of their advice here. And love is all around you. So just give me a minute. Because they're showing me, her dress, say how she's spinning and the world is kind of flowing in her dress. It's like, it doesn't matter where we go or whatever, we can be connected to whomever, whatever, but we got to first start with getting to know that person. And that's where they want you to go. There's a whole field of things that we could feel, and we don't. And I know there's a lot of things, depending on where you are in the dating pool, rules and regulations. But if you truly like this person, you kind of don't follow the rules, and that's the whole process, is the rules, schmools. Like, do what you feel from your heart, not from your mind necessarily. I mean, you don't want to be stupid about it, but at the same time, not, vulnerable enough to let that person know. Because if they feel a sense of coldness, they may not want to come forth to that. They feel like they're being used or not valued on a deeper level. They sense that as well. So just be aware of that, because, right, that may not be what he's looking for. And then if you're open and honest, then you just know that. You just lay that on the table and say, well, this is what I'm looking for, whatever it is. And then that person knows, and they can say yeah or no. So maybe a little bit of deciding on your part exactly what you want from this person. Just feel like it's an open door, but we just have to walk through it a little bit. We have to put some effort in there to show the other person that we care on a deeper level, and then be open and honest. Like, to me, I just would be, if I feel it, I do it, and you go forward. You can't go wrong with being honest, right? It's when you start to hold things back and hide things and lie about how you feel, then everything gets muddy and everything goes awry. So if you can be as open and as vulnerable as you can, and even if there's lessons there, you just learn them and you move on, right? So hopefully that helps you. I don't know if you wanted any energy or not. I'm getting a sense that you really don't. Kind of wanted the answer to this question, but it is kind of up to you. But to me, the sense is here, we just have to let that person know by communicating more and more often, because they just don't know that we're interested in that way. Even though, you were saying what you were saying there, there's a sense here that they don't understand truly what you're after. That makes sense. I'm not, that's kind of a redundant question. Basically, if you want something, just go after it. I get a sense that he may start to fade, because if you don't put in effort, he won't put in effort, and it'll just dissipate. That's the sense I'm getting. So who's gonna rush first? Like, if we're playing that game, it's probably just gonna dissipate and disappear. So it's just really what you want from it. If you want, then you put in the effort. If you don't, then you just back off and let it be. And it probably will just, you may get, you may not. I'm not seeing that clearly. What I'm seeing from him is no knowledge there of the interest to the level. And because you're holding back, right? So you're masking that. So he's picking up. He's not diving any deeper than the facts, Jack, right? Well, you kind of have to search your soul, right? I don't want to pave the way for you too much. And I'm not here to spy either, right? I don't want to spy on these people. There's got to be a path here that you guys can swim in on your own. I don't want to be a spy for people's partners, because then it takes all the fun out of everything, right? So to a certain degree, I feel like this is something you could or couldn't, if you feel drawn, you go. And if you don't. It's up to you, and you got to learn to use that instinct, because, girl, that'll help you in the future more than me telling you and being blind like that. That's more of a disability than anything. So I'm not going to, I can dive if I want, but I'm not going to go there. So I don't want to start to get bombarded by people not using their instinct, because you got to use that in order to get forward, and you want to get forward in that way because you want to see clearly where these people are at, and you want to get to the root of your own instinct. So hopefully that's translating well. I know it's not what you want to hear. But sometimes you have to take a chance to get hurt in order to learn a lesson to move forward and know where you want to be, or more what you're looking for. You know what I mean? So again, I see this as an open door, but if there's no effort put in on your part, it just kind of dissipates. So the decision is yours whether you want to go there or not. And you could go and manifest something, or you could leave and move something else. So it's all a matter of you making up your mind and then going in that direction, right? So I know that doesn't help you in the way you want to be helped, but in the long run, it'll pay off because you have to use your instinct. Okay, well, yeah, and that comes over time, right? And sometimes we have to gain a few knocks on our knees before we come forward. But to me, I don't see it as being heavily negative or heavily positive. I just see it as being a relationship that we can indulge in or not. And it's up to us whether we move forward. If we decide to, then we go in that direction and we start paving that road. And if we don't, then we move in another direction, pave that. So don't be afraid to get to know someone or show someone that you care by with the interest, and that there's love all around. So if you don't make it with this guy, then you'll make it connection with someone else, right? So it's not like you're going to be single forever and not having anybody in your midst there. So you're welcome. Again, I know I'm not saying what you want to hear, but I don't want to be a spy for these dudes, right? Because they got their own path, and there's a lot of learning, and it doesn't really help you in the long run, is the sense here. So hopefully it makes you dig out your instinct a little more, dig into your instinct a little more to figure out whether you will or won't, or do or don't, or how you feel. But yeah, it's harsh because there's rules and regulations for dating and whatnot, and everybody gets caught up in that. And to a certain degree, you can play that game if you're younger. As you grow older, you gotta lean away from that and start looking at things differently. And the tendency is to let go of all those rules and just be who you are authentically. And so whether or not you're prepared to do that at this point is whatever. Good luck, whatever way you choose. I don't want to take that away from you. You really have to use your own instinct. Anyway, okay, I feel like I'm going over and over. So thanks, guys, for coming in. A lot of messages were retracted. I'll have to look into that. I think at one point I said something about swearing or messaging. So I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. I clicked on it. But anyway, thanks, guys, for putting up with me tonight. Again, this was my first energy night. I think it went okay. Just trying to gain my bearings. They basically said, go in there and send some energy. These people need to be lifted, enlightened, whatever I could do in that way. And again, I'm trying to fine-tune my abilities. So it helps if you send emails. I don't ask for any money, but I would appreciate emails in thanks for the energy, especially if there's validation. Even if there's no validation and you just want to reiterate that, then I'll know, okay, this didn't work here. And then I'll figure out why it didn't work or how to deal with that in the future and whatnot. So thanks again. And again, if you're interested, go to my Facebook page. I have Monday through Wednesday, I'm in there doing readings throughout the week. I will be doing relationships stuff as well. So there's energy frequencies I pick up on and I shout it out in there. So it's a free page to join, Infinity Readings and Reviews. Have at it in there. And then if not, I will be out once a month for sure to do this, and then maybe more if people are interested in tarot. Okay, well, you know what? See, that's interesting because whenever we get that feeling, you know, we don't want anyone else to know, you got to dig into that. If we don't want anyone else to know that it may even have to do with your dignity, that kind of thing, we've got to search why, right? So there's a reason. You got to get underneath that, I think, first, and understand why are you going outward in that way. Thanks, Charla. Yeah, like why are you willing, or I deleted mine because it was okay. So there's something in you. Yeah, needing to look. It's almost like you're hung up on an issue of the physical of it, the physicality of sex here. Just give me a minute. Concrete. Yeah, got to get underneath, because as soon as you don't want anybody else to know, there's a lesson there. There's something pushing you in a direction that's uncomfortable. You got to look in there for an issue or something that needs to be resolved, right? We may have, I'll give you some examples of things that I found. Sometimes we will accept sex from a partner when, okay, how do I word that? You can be sexually addicted, or we could think exchange sex for love, which is, you know, we don't know how to truly love a person through communication, through touch, through softer centers. So we have a hard time showing it, so we just jump to the sex, and that's how we show it. So, and that can become quite addictive. So there's a sense here needing to get underneath that, right? That issue, that's an issue for you. Like, you know, it is. So you have to understand, why is it? Why is it something that I want? Why can't I work on the softer side and be more, you know, it might be something you need to look into there. But you know what, if you really want some intensive, yeah, maybe I'll come out and do some sex readings these days, because I love romance and sex, and we get into, I've done in the past in my page, and it gets into the sex areas, the masculine and feminine. And sometimes there's just little hang-ups that stop us from a long line of stuff happening. One is creating better stuff in the relationship, but it's hung up on a sexual issue. But if we fix that, then all this other stuff falls into place. So look into that a little deeper. You know, we're kind of on the surface here. So look into why we have to have sex, why we have to, is that, you know, are we hung up there? See, maybe look into that a little deeper. Anyway, thanks, guys. Sorry, Concrete, I could talk all night, but I don't want to bore people. So take it easy until we meet again. Again, I want to do more activity here in the room. I'm just kind of starting my energy back up out here, but most of my work's done in the Facebook page, so I'll post that, and then whoever wants to join there can join there, because I do a lot of readings there. And then if you guys are wanting, you know, if you're wanting sex readings, just post below love and sex readings, and then I'll come out of hiding, and I'll get in, and I'll put a night on. Sorry, they're blocking all these messages. You know, that's interesting, Charla. I get a sense that may be exactly what it is. Now, okay, let me just tap in, because the energies are, okay, so since we're talking about sex here, people, anytime you communicate, I'm saying communicate, connect physically, right, through the sex act with someone, you take on a bit of their essence, right? And it can be a lot, it can be a little bit, or it can be depending on what your energy field gives or takes from that person, right? How are you energetically compared to the person you're sleeping with? And that energy can go back and forth. So if we're talking about a situation, hypothetical here, where we have someone who is been in a rape, where we have a good person fueled by bad energy, that can have what is it? Propendency, I don't know my word, can have a compound effect on that person, and they can carry that energy. Now, you can pray to release that, Charla. Absolutely. For you to bed, just pray to release that through you, through the mother, through the man that did it, right? And just keep your, I don't want to say focus, but keep your intent on releasing that, and you just, it'll go. But there has to be some kind of an intent or want to do this in some way, shape, or form, and then we'll just release it. This can absolutely, this makes sense to me. Can carry. And as it can carry, it also can be taken off. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. We got two. Okay, concrete. It's okay. Give sex more freely than love. I was afraid to be vulnerable and say I love you, and I get the same response. Okay, so we need to look at that. And that is, I think, what you're doing there. Yeah, and I'll tell you, yeah, my own experience. I'm 40, and I'm just now learning to release some of that stuff like that, because I had love and sex confused. So as I say in my room there, I say, well, men communicate love through sex. I was taking love through sex, but I didn't give, there was nothing else given. So there's maybe an addiction, right? And that's a cycle that repeats and repeats and repeats, and you never get satisfied. Why? Because we're not going to any emotional depths. We're not getting nourished. We're just getting the empty stuff. I mean, it's not empty, get me wrong, but you know what I mean? We're not getting nourished on all levels. We need to get all levels. And that's the thing. We're getting one little tick and it's not doing it. So look into that. You know what? I got a book. Give me a minute. I'll show you it. Do I have it? Yeah. I got a book here. If you could either get to a library or something. Couple's Guide to Sexual Addiction. I feel like look into this stuff. Look into it. Like there's roots here we need to unleash. I mean, I'm no therapist here, but I mean, I've had my own path, and sometimes you get fouled up. You get in the wrong direction, hung up on sex when what you really need is love, caring, and tenderness, right? So this is, I mean, I don't know. It's not, I don't think it should be part of a path, but it feels like it is part of people's path, right? To do this. So look into that more, research that, get thirsty for the knowledge. And there's even stuff on the net. I mean, just search your gut as well. But there's reasons that we do this, right? And that's the thing, when you get into the psychology and the PhDs that start talking about this, they know what they're talking about. They've had tons of case histories where they pinpoint exactly what's going on here. Look into that stuff. It'll help you out, counseling and whatnot, because that's really what we're doing is, getting in that way. I'm trying to catch up here. Why is it blocking all the messages? Yeah, and I've done that myself, right? Very easy to do that because you just, that's all you know, and that's all. And until you're shown different or demand different, you don't get different, right? So it's all. Yeah, and that and you got to look into the, yeah, it's all stuff to look into, man. Look into it, or woman, look into that stuff, because I mean you'd be there for days figuring stuff out, and it really will help you gain better tools to deal with more concrete, if we're talking concrete, relationships in the future. So, but anyway, I could go off all night. I don't have a PhD either. I'm just instinctively, from my own experience as well. Yeah, and sometimes that can be an actual root. These can be roots to things like, you know, you don't have this. There's trends, hey, and they mark that all in the book, spell that out for you. You know, neglect or abuse or whatever, and then it spins you in a way, and you go off in that energetic way, and then it takes you a while to realize it's not right. It's not what I should be doing to gain what I want, right? I'm not quite hitting it. So until you search your soul for that. So, you know what? Maybe I'll do some love and sex. Get into sex territory, because I'll tell you, I've been getting into my readings there, and I'm like, okay, why are we going here? And they're going, we need to illuminate, because there's little roots here. Just pull those little roots out, and then everything else will blossom. So, hey, 1,000 bubbles. I'm good. I'm just shutting her down, buddy. Sorry. We're just talking about sex here, though. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. I got nothing planned. But again, thanks everyone for coming in. Okay, buddy. I'll pull you 2 love cards and an animal. That's what they said. You just snuck in under the wire, you did. It was 2222 on my thing. 22222 when I looked. Yeah. Oh, for sure, because it's always we got to get to the root rather than medicate, because medicate just blocks it and we never uncover it. Yeah, if you subscribe, then I'll notify, because all my notices are getting lost. They're not even coming up, so I'll notify by video. Say, oh, next week or whatever. We'll do a countdown, usually within the week or the month. Announce it, and yeah, do that. Subscribe, and then you'll get in. Because basically, I think what I'm hearing here, and I get a feeling. Oh, look, they're giving me energy for this 1,000 bubbles 570. We got energy going out to you anyway. Okay, 2 love cards. Sorry, I'm not finishing because. Okay, last read of the day. And sorry. Sometimes they just give me energy that makes me laugh. Okay, nothing to do with your reading. Okay, new love. Okay, 570. What was the question you asked? Anything coming up? Well, it says new love here. Embrace a new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work or spiritual growth. So there may be some opportunities around you may not be aware of. Is the sense I'm getting here. Because look at how she's just not quite touching it. It's there, but she's not quite touching it. So you may have someone, a potential around you that you're just not quite grabbing hold of yet. Next card is romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. So once you figure out where that is, then you just go in that direction, because the sense I'm getting here is that we are on the same page. So if you do not have this person in your sphere right now, I feel like you have a direction for that, okay? And then the animal card I get for you is a horse. It says, care for others and let them be free. Give me a minute here. I get a sense of, okay, hold on. There's some stuff coming here for you. Okay, so there is a new love here. Now, I get a sense there might be something here you got your eyes on, but there's something in between. Now, you know, the romance card here is saying, feel free to go forward once you do find that direction. But the horse card is making me feel like, what did it do? Let them be free, because that's sticking out to me. Almost like we're chained to something, or we're hanging on to something too tight. Does this make sense to you? Okay, let me dig a little deeper here, because okay, the energy I was feeling is there's something new in your path, and I feel like it's in your midst already. Like it's in the people that you're with. There's a potential there for that. Either someone out of your social grouping or someone you have an eye on also has an eye on you in that way. So there's a great potential for growth here for romance, okay? Because somebody likes you, like you could either have the potential to like them for, or you already do like them and they just are kind of crushing on you. There may be someone that's crushing on you that you don't know about. Because I feel like there's something, like it's just very little, like we haven't touched it yet. Like that's that sense, it's just almost there, but we don't, right? And then when I look at this horse, they give me, they're like 3D is let them be free. So either maybe this person isn't quite free of another relationship, or you're not quite free of a relationship before wanting to get a new one, but that's not the sense I get. I get the other person, let them be free. Or maybe because the sense too that I'm getting, which you're not resonating with, is the fact that you do know this person, you are attracted to this person, and you're going forward in that, but this person is feeling bound, feeling kind of cagey. Does that make sense? Moving on from the past. Okay, so then it's you then that needs to be free. And you're almost there is the sense I'm getting. Yeah, because there's something, it's like, let me see. I'm moving from the past. I get a sense, so it may be just some emotional stuff you got to deal with here. Because it's almost like it's not quite ready yet, but we can almost taste it, right? We can almost feel it, touch it, but it's not quite. So there's a new love in your area or in your midst that's ready and ripe, but it may be some hinged on some emotional healing. Now the star is about hope and healing. And if we're talking about that, you're almost to the point where you're ready to fly off in a new romantical kind of direction. Now let's just see if I can get any more here. Yeah, because the sense is here that we kind of can heal through. I don't want to say this wrong because it could be taken in many ways, but it's almost like we need to move forward, heal as much as we can, and we need to move forward in a new direction in order to truly heal from the past. And even though you don't want to promote people going out and jumping too soon, but that's the sense I get here is we'll heal as we grow through the next relationship. As long as we're honest and upfront with the partner that we're going to, there's a sense here that we can heal through it, maybe even with the partner's approval, right? And then the horse, care for others and let them be free. there's something about this being free thing. So maybe it's a sense that it could be a sense you carry that you don't feel free, truly free to be yourself in a relationship. So therefore there's a block there. And that's what I'm getting, is that's kind of like what is the space in between, not being able to feel free in a relationship. So you may feel locked in no matter who you're with. So there's like a hang up there with that energy. Or a sense that you may do that to your partner, make them feel caged in some way. So be aware of that in whatever way it feeds you. I feel like it's more on your end, actually. I feel like you may go to a relationship, may avoid going to a relationship for the fear of feeling caged in. Does that make sense? Because that's the sense I'm getting. And that may be keeping you out a bit. But once you decide, or you feel does it make sense to you? Okay. And the horse is high frequency, by the way. And then when you got the unicorn and the rainbow, it's really good where you want to go. But there may be some hang-ups on our belief system of how a relationship works that we need to deal with before we move forward. But again, I feel like once you get the majority, 75-80% of that done, and just go in the new direction and be open and honest with the partner, and you'll figure your way out and alleviate some of that. Just don't hold back with honesty or integrity in the way of explaining why you feel the way that you feel to the partner. Okay. Okay. There you go, buddy. So hopefully that helps. Sorry, guys. I got to shut her down. I'm getting worn out. Sorry. I got to shut her down. You know what? If you care to join Facebook, I will be in next week, and we can maybe do a little impromptu there. Because I've been known to do that before. Just do a little impromptu readings for a few people. Okay, one more. 11:01. One more. See, so much for putting my limits down, hey? Okay, Shivam. Paula. Spirit guidance. Ari, my incoming future. Just give me a moment. What direction are you looking here for your future career, love? What? You're welcome. I need a direction though. Career, okay. So I really don't have any career cards here, but I'm going to use just give me a minute. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go with these. Yes. But you're welcome. Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful or whatever, but I'm learning to set boundaries. I'm not doing very well. I'm not doing very well, not today. That's okay. I appreciate you coming in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can I please get spirit guidance? So I'll do, they're telling me put 3 cards. You're welcome. That's good. Grateful is good. Okay. Then you better like my page and subscribe. That'll make me feel better. Okay. What do we have here? 8 of Pentacles. So that's talking about putting in overtime. A lot of work. Hard work. So if we're talking about career, this is something we may be learning new skills, or No, I feel like this is something you've been doing for a while, and it's just plugging away, putting a lot of effort in, kind of like on reserve. So we may be working overtime into the evening, or trying to, the sense I'm getting here is like you're either trying to front for a raise or trying to get somebody to notice our work and trying to move forward. Okay, next, Knight of Wands, fast movement. Okay, look how he's going back at the work. Give me a minute. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm just going to roll these all together here. This way. Sorry. So Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. The Knight of Wands, he is fiery, action-oriented, Aries, Sag or Leo. So we're very career-driven, very much want to succeed and very much want to be at the top of the hierarchy here. So this is what we're after, we're striving for. We want our cake and eat it too, is the sense I'm getting. Because this is about happy home life, right? The two swans are about people who mate for life, or ducks that mate for life, but they have the family. So wanting to be happy and secure in an emotional, family-oriented way. And then this man, he is just charging. Interestingly enough, he's leaving the emotional side behind and driving toward his career. So the sense I'm getting is this is here to notify you that, yes, we still have a high esteem for our emotional satisfaction in that way, but where we're headed is in the career, trying to pave our path in our career, trying to get noticed, trying to get people to notice us, to increase our worth is what I got. This makes sense. Okay. And really trying to just kind of shuffle our way to the top of the sphere here. I feel a need to give an animal card and a dragon card. I know where your power lies in this way. You feel very powerful at work. And you're trying to push your own boundaries, trying to push your own way forward here. So kind of get a sense too that it doesn't even matter outside of you who acknowledges. You're just going to do it on your own. If you can't get anybody to acknowledge you, you're going to do it on your own, which is kind of cool. Okay. Now I'm going to get what did I say? Animal card, just to kind of sum this up. Okay. Yeah, because there's a sense here of putting in a lot of work, and it may be in order to secure the family that you already have, or to gain a family that you have not got. Meaning, if you're married and have wife and kids, it's to secure that. And if you don't, it's to secure that anyway so that you can have that in the future. Okay. Here we go with that animal card to see if we can't clarify something. Horse again. I shuffled that bugger. Care for others and let them be free. So I think that this is interesting. Okay. I think what you need to keep in mind here is even though you're striving to get to the top, not to lose your caring connections along the way, wherever that sits for you. So again, rainbows and unicorns, it's all good stuff. We just have to kind of balance out our priorities. See if I can give you some advice here, because they're really focusing on this hard work. And what they were trying to say earlier was that well, they didn't say it like that. It was loud and clear. They said, let it not be in vain, is what they said. Let's not do this in vain. So we have to balance that with our home life. So if taking the time, right, to to incorporate these loving things forward as well. Care for others and let them be free. Just give me a minute. I'm going to pick another card because I'm mad that I got the same card, but I shuffled. Gray squirrel, find a few ways of solving problems. So there may be, yeah, because the sense I'm getting is there's a problem with us just going, it's kind of tipped to one side, your work, it's all work, right? And even though this is in our field, this is something we want, we figure it's just going to fall in our lap, but we have to balance things out in order to just to make that more of a reality. I'll put it that way. Okay. And the horse is there. So this, this strategically placed, of course, unicorns and rainbows on the family side if we balance this energy. The gray squirrel on the career side, because we may have some problem solving yet to do there in that way. But notice how he's illuminated from the, so use your instinct highly when you're going in this way. We may be just driving on autopilot. So take the time to take your instinct into account, because you're going to get high insights into areas that we could maybe even short track some things, meaning we can gain headway here at a faster pace if we just use our head a little bit, meaning our instinct, not our intellect. Well, it's all mixed together with instinct, heart, da-da-da. Yeah. So does that, hopefully that helped you. Okay, buddy. I got to get some rest. But thanks for coming in. Like the video and subscribe and pass it on, and all that helps me, because I'm really under a lot of crud, my videos, because I haven't been moving. Thanks, Charla. I know. And thanks, Shivam. Or however you say it. Hopefully I helped you. And feel free to speak up if whatever you want from me, and then I'll try to accommodate it with or without my boundaries. Same to you, guys. Love and light. Okay. So I will say my piece, and I'm off. Yeah. So infinity readings and reviews on Facebook, and I do monthly. Again, last Thursday in there, last Friday in here. What I do, I'll announce as I go, and I'll try to do video announcements instead of, I think, you know what came to me? They're showing me the bell. You may have to subscribe, but you may have to press the bell in order to get notifications for the videos. I think that's what it is. So take care, guys. Have a good evening and weekend, or whatever, wherever you're at. Take care, have fun, and be kind.